Alright, let's talk about something that feels like an ongoing battle in my life, trying and failing at being a morning person every time. I tell someone I'm going to start waking up early, get things done, be productive. They look at me like, I've lost my mind, and honestly, I kind of have. I mean, who actually enjoys waking up before the sun comes up? But we all know that feeling of wanting to be that person, right? The one who gets up at 5 a.m., hits the gym, makes a healthy breakfast, and is ready to take on the day. It sounds great in theory, but let's be real, it never works out like that. So let me paint the picture for you. My alarm goes off at 6 a.m., or at least that's when it's supposed to go off. The problem is my alarm, and I have this ongoing disagreement about the snooze button. I'm pretty sure it's just an excuse to trick myself into thinking I'm actually getting sleep. I tap the snooze button, tell myself 5 more minutes. And next thing I know, it's 7:30 a.m. and I'm late. I mean, how does that even happen? It's like time plays a cruel trick on me every morning. But okay, let's rewind. I've decided after months of unsuccessful attempts that today will be different. I'm going to do it. I'll wake up early, get out of bed the first time the alarm rings, and be the person I always think I can be. You know, the person who is not frazzled, who doesn't look like they've just come from a war zone. When they get to work, the person who has their life together. So I set my alarm for 5:30 a.m. because I'm ambitious like that. Now I know you're probably thinking 5:30 a.m., that's way too early, and I get it, but hear me out. The plan was simple. I wake up, do some light stretching, meditate for 5 minutes, eat a healthy breakfast, and then start my day with a clear head. Sounds great, right? I even went to bed earlier the night before, mentally preparing myself to be that morning person. I was convinced this was the day I was going to nail it. 5:30 a.m. rolls around and my alarm goes off. I don't even remember hitting snooze. It's like my body has a built-in autopilot that just doesn't listen to my brain. I'm lying there with the warm covers around me, and let's be honest, it's way too comfortable. The next thing I know, it's 6:30 a.m., and I'm in full-on panic mode. I jump out of bed, and what happens next? I stub my toe. I mean, really, you think? I'd learn where the furniture is by now, but no, I'm hopping around in pain, clutching my foot like it's about to fall off, and the whole time, I'm thinking, why do I even try? But I keep going. I mean, it's only a stubbed toe, nothing that can't be fixed by a cup of coffee, right? I stumble to the bathroom, and of course, I've forgotten to lay out clothes the night before, so now I'm playing this weird game of what goes together while trying to look semi-presentable. And let me tell you, there is nothing worse than that feeling when you realize your shirt is inside out, but you don't have time to change it because you're already late. At this point, I've lost all sense of being a functioning human being, but I press on. I make my way to the kitchen, determined to have a healthy breakfast. I've got my oats, my almond milk, my chia seeds. This is going to be a breakfast of champions, but guess what? The oats are still in the pantry, and I've somehow convinced myself that I'm perfectly fine with a spoonful of peanut butter and half a banana. So much for that healthy start. Now I'm late. My hair looks like I just stuck my finger in an electrical socket. My clothes are mismatched, and I'm standing at the door with one shoe on, juggling my bag keys and coffee mug. As I step outside, I realize I've forgotten my phone. I go back inside, grab it, and lock the door, only to remember that my lunch is still on the kitchen counter, so I go back for that to buy now. I'm pretty sure the universe is just messing with me. And then of course there's traffic. I've lived in the same city for years, but for some reason on this particular morning, the roads are as packed as if the entire population of the city decided to go to work at the same time. I find myself sitting in traffic, staring out the window, wondering if I'll ever be able to do anything without feeling like a disaster. Finally, I arrive at work late, frazzled, and completely aware of how much I've failed at being the morning person. I sit at my desk, take a deep breath, and just try to recover. I tell myself tomorrow I'm going to do better. But let's be honest, I'm probably going to set that alarm for 6 a.m. and the whole cycle will start again. But here's the thing, maybe that's okay. Maybe the whole perfect morning idea is just that an idea. Maybe what really matters is that I get up, get through the day, and take it all with a grain of salt. After all, who can truly be a morning person when snooze buttons and life itself seem to conspire against you? So if you're like me and you're still trying to figure out how to become a morning person, just remember you're not alone. We all have those mornings where nothing goes right, but that doesn't mean we can't try again tomorrow, and maybe, just maybe, we'll get it right one day, or at least not stub our toes so much. Who knows? Thanks for watching and being a part of this journey. Hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.